We're in the South Island of New Zealand, travelling in a van for 3 weeks. Most people, you know, they've got their whole trip planned out before travelling to another country. All we had was a must-do list and 3 weeks to try tick off as much as possible. We wanted to make it up as we go and just live in the moment. Sometimes the most thrilling feeling in life is not knowing what's coming next.
Pretty perfect, I would say. Bloody beautiful.
We came and had lunch at this nice quiet spot beside the lake. We're here for a little bit, then the weather just turned to absolute shit. Like, it got crazy windy, cloud come over, and it's just super moody. Even started to rain now, and it's unbelievably cold.
But it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's New Zealand vibe.
Decided to move to a new location, parked up by all these beautiful, what are they called, lupins? Yeah, the lavender plant things. We got like a whole garden of them right in front of us, right next to the lake. Absolute magical scenes. It's raining, it's moody, the weather is miserable, but it's so beautiful at the same time. So far there's been hardly any snow on the mountains, and now we finally got like an actual decent amount of snow up on the peaks, and it is insanely cold, but it's so beautiful and we're so stoked to be here. This is absolutely incredible. I have no words for it. Like, I'm just completely in awe of this place. It is absolutely mind-blowing. There's ducks, rabbits cruising around. This place is packed out, super touristy, but the fact that it's just like this isolated, secluded little village up in this valley surrounded by these giant mountains still makes it feel like you're somewhere separated from the rest of the world. As the sun's setting, all the clouds lifted, crispy, clear skies, so it should be perfect tomorrow if it holds up like this. I'm actually absolutely obsessed with this place. Can't get enough of it. Every time you walk around the next corner, the views just get better and better and better and better. This is hands down the most beautiful walk I've ever done. Even though this is one of the most popular walks in the world, once we got away from the people a bit, we got a chance to have our own space, and like,
It's just overwhelming how beautiful it is.
the feeling up here in these mountains is just you can't describe it with words. Now we're back out on another hike. This one's called the Tarns Track. It's going to take us up a mountain behind the village here to these things called tarns, which are basically small lakes up in the mountain. So far we've only had views of these mountains from ground level, so it's going to be so sick to see these mountains from up on a higher elevation point. We're going to spend about 2 or 3 days going around the east coast of the South Island, just having a bit of downtime, doing some laid back activities before we go around and link back up to Queenstown and pick up with all these epic adventures again. Our next stop's only about a half an hour drive away and we'll officially be on the east coast of the island. We've been parked up in Anau for about 2 days now, and today we're making the move to head up to Milford Sound. I'm getting so keen for this drive. We just pulled up for lunch here. Definitely not a bad place to pull up and have a feed. So our lunch spot ended up turning into our camp spot for the night. This place is called Cascade Creek Campground. It's one of the very many beautiful camp spots along the drive to Milford Sound. And this one is situated nice and close to the 2 hikes we're going to do tomorrow. Alright, we're out here nice and early this morning, about to hit the Lake Marian track. Holy! This is insane! The early start definitely paid off today, as we got here and we had a couple of hours of having this whole place all to ourselves. It's another one of them spots that no matter how many photos you see, there's still nothing like just being here and seeing it with your own eyes. See ya.
Hello.
You gotta get off now. The drive into Milford Sound is just overwhelmingly incredible. It's hard to describe what I mean by a view being overwhelming, but you've just got to see this place with your own eyes to understand. prime little spot here, right next to the river, mountain views, nice and secluded. That's cool. Your whole body is like tingling with this sensation of refreshness. We're on our way to Queenstown today. We've got about a 2 to 3 hour drive. I think one of my favourite things about doing a road trip around New Zealand is the most beautiful scenes come from the simplest moments. Like, we just pulled up for lunch at a random park, sitting by the lake, and it's just beautiful. And I think some of the best views we've seen have just come from where we've pulled up for lunch. Oh, that feels like absolute torture when you're in that water. But once you get out and you sit in the sun, you just feel absolutely incredible. Stoked as to be up in the mountains again this Arvo. We're doing a sick hike, punching up the Lomond Track, which takes you up this big mountain right behind Queenstown. This is so sick. Today's our final day in Queenstown, but before we leave, got one last thing to do. About to go jump off this bridge. We've got a prime little spot set up here, right next to the lake at Wanaka. We've got views up to Roy's Peak, which is the mountain we're going to send it up tomorrow morning. Hopefully catch some golden light. The weather says 80% chance of rain, so I don't really like our chances, but we're going to send it up anyway, hope for the best. Even though I would dead set give my left nut to have some nice golden weather and sunny conditions, it's unreal to see how this overcast, moody weather just amplifies how dramatic this landscape is. Now we're going to spend a couple of days travelling up the west coast as we make our way back up to Christchurch. We've just pulled up at our next stop, not too far out of Hokitika, and it's our second last night of the road trip. Just the kind of feed you want on a cold night camping in a van. We're on another little walk today, checking out the famous Hokitika Gorge. We are back on the road yet again, but unfortunately the last time for this trip. There's just something so beautiful about the way the rainy weather just makes this whole place come alive. I'm so incredibly inspired by this place. I'm already keen to come back here. No matter how many photos and videos you see online, there's just nothing like seeing this place with your own eyes. I'd go as far as saying this trip has been a life-changing experience.